Good morning, my little darlings. It's good to see your cute little faces. I'm just picturing them in my mind. I'm going to do a little quick roll call. Grace, are you there? Jasmine, are you there? Zachariah, I know you're there. How about you, Joshua? Are you present? And what about Charlie? Sometimes he has trouble getting to the table because he gets distracted. Hopefully he's there. And Daniel, what are you doing? Anyways, just taking a quick roll call. We are starting our last lesson. It's lesson number 20. And again, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bird. It's called the trumpeter swan. The trumpeter swan is native to North America and is the heaviest bird and largest waterfowl bird in the continent. In 1935, these beautiful birds were nearly extinct, with only about 70 left. But conservation efforts, helped along by the Migratory Birds Act and treaty between the U.S. and Canada, brought it back. Now, it's no longer a bird of concern, and the population is steadily increasing. Because these swans are so large and heavy, they need a runway in the water of about 100 yards to get enough power to lift off. They flap their wings to keep them on the surface and run on the top of the water, slapping their feet. If you listen to a video of a flock taking flight, it sounds kind of like galloping horses. A male swan is called a cob. The female is called a pen, and the young are called cygnets. Activity break. Look up pictures of the trumpeter swan. Can you find a sound clip of their trumpet call? Or watch a video of them taking off. The trumpeter swans are very large birds and can get up to nearly 5 feet long, and males can weigh anywhere from 21 to 38 pounds, though they average more like 26 pounds. Their wings can span up to 8 feet wide when they are in flight. These birds are snowy white all over, even their wings. They have a black wedged bill and a black mask marking that goes to their eyes. Their eyes, legs, and large webbed feet are all black. Their necks are often stained brown because they are postured with their heads in the water as they root for food. Cygnets, the juveniles, are a dull mouse gray and become more white as they mature. Their bills are usually lighter with darker tips and turn black in the first year. So what's their diet? What do they eat? Trumpeter swans are omnivores, but they primarily feed on aquatic plants such as water, weeds, grasses, and grains. They also eat seeds of yellow pond lily, water shield, berries, and sedges. Young cygnets will eat invertebrates such as aquatic insects, small fish, and fish eggs for more protein to help them grow. Parents do not feed their young by putting food into their mouths. Instead, they often use their large feet to stir up the water, lifting food and vegetation from the sediment for the cygnets to be able to reach. So where do they live? The trumpeter swan is native to North America and isn't found anywhere else in the world. Over half of the breeding population is found in Alaska. They are northern birds that stay very warm with their size and downy feathers, so they can tolerate temperatures as low as minus 22 degrees. That's really cold, you guys, really cold. During breeding season, they live near small ponds, lakes, marshes, bogs, glacial potholes, and quiet or slow-moving rivers. In the winter, they find ice-free streams, springs, and estuaries, which means the delta of a river where it meets the ocean. Some populations winter north along the coast, while others go further south to the United States. Their wintering grounds depends partly on their breeding grounds. Trumpeter swans fly with their feet behind them and their necks straight in front. They migrate in V formations when they can, which scientists believe is to help conserve energy by catching the updrafts of the birds ahead of them. What's their life cycle? How long do they live? Trumpeter swans are monogamous, which means they usually stay with their partner for life. They begin pairing together usually in their second year, but sometimes will wait up to 2 years before nesting to build a strong bond. Pairs will stay together all year at both winter and breeding grounds. Both the male and the female work together to build the nest. They choose a site that is in or surrounded by shallow water, often on muskrat or beaver houses, beaver dams, small islands, or on a structure that swans build. The female arranges the plant material into a mound and will sit on it, bringing other plant materials toward it. During incubation, they continue adding to the nest. The nests are huge, up to nearly 12 feet in diameter and 8 inches deep. Once the nest is complete, the female lays 5 to 6 eggs, or up to 9, and both males and females incubate for them for 32 to 37 days, a little over a month. The cygnets are born with feathers with their eyes partly open. Within a day or two, they are out of the nest and ready to swim and eat. Parents help them find food by treading, using their feet to stir up sedimentary plants and insects. By the time the swans are ready to migrate, the young are ready to fly, which is about 100 days after hatching. Their first flights are often awkward, and one of the greatest threats to a juvenile swan is power lines that they might fly into. These swans can live up to 20 years in the wild. Here's an optional activity. Read or watch The Trumpet of the Swan by E.B. White. I don't think I've ever seen that. Maybe we could watch it together. All right, my little swan babies. I'm sure that you have enjoyed this as much as I have. Mommy's going to help you with your notebooks. And I'm just going to say this has been a joy. Hope you have a wonderful day. Be nice to each other. Say thank you to your parents. And remember, Granny Patty loves you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.